Sa President for Programs, Research and Extension Services, Dr. Julius Meneses. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Magno Bendaman. Vice President for Development and Administration, Dr. Rodolfo Albion. And Vice President for Student Services, Dr. April Alcalde. Let us all welcome our Board of Regents, the President of the RTU Alliance of Faculty Clubs Incorporated, Honorable Noel Hugo D. Bina.
Mr. John Patrick N. Oco, represented by Mr. Eduardo Villanueva, for the RTU Association of Administrative Personnel.
Honorable Juan J. U. Raimundo, President of the RTU Supreme Student Council.
Mr. Al C. Abaisa, representing Honorable Alexandria P. Gonzalez, Lone District of the City of Mandaluyong, as well as Honorable Paulo Everardo S. Javier, Chairman, House Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
Honorable Mark Roy A. Buato, President, RTU Grand Alumni Association Incorporated.
Board of Regents. Honorable Danilo B. Carney, Member RTU Board of Regents, representative of the private sector. Director Noela M. Danuso, Director 4 of NEDA, representing Honorable Ernesto M. Fernia, as well as Honorable Ronald L. Adamo.
The Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Susan Puya. The Dean of the College of Business and Entrepreneurial Management, Dr. Christine Opulencia. The Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Mark Garvida. The Dean of the College of Engineering and Industrial Technology, Engineer Orlando Echaluce. The Dean of the Institute of Physical Education, Professor Aida Dai. The Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Leonila Crisostomo. Dean of Auxiliary Services,
Director, Dr. Edna P. Conley. Management Information Center Director, Dr. Arlene Diaz. Administrative Services Director, Dr. Norman D. Legaspi. Financial Services Director, Professor Elizabeth Salvador. Director for Extension Services, Professor Imelda Shoson. Director for Research, Professor Jovita Anit.
From the Gender and Development Office, Professor Emmy Rebaya. The Director of the Human Resource Development Center, Professor Rodolfo Ducon. Head of the Records Management Office, Professor Carolina Abaya. The Principal of a Laboratory High School, Professor Edna Cabrera. Head of the Sports Development Office, Professor Loraida La Rosa. Director of the National Service Training Program Office, Dr. Elmer Pascual. Budget Office Head, Professor Cecilia Fortune. Head of the Engineers Office, Professor Teresita Paz-Pila. Head of the Supply Office, Ms. Jane Talento. Scholarships Office Head, Dr. Gomez. From the Alumni Relations Office, Dr. Belinda Bunan. And a representative from the HRDC, Professor Lilibet Cortez. Head of Instructional Materials and Development Office, Professor Nilmar Moreno.
The family of our President, Mrs. Conchita and H. Magano, accompanied by her grandson, Mr. David Carlo M. Yangco. Mr. Bernard Andre M. Yangco and Ms. Asian Zuleika Santos. And her beloved spouse, Engineer Odilon E. Yangco. The President of the Rizal Technological University, Dr. Maria Eugenia Magano Yangco.
For the doxology, followed by the entrance of colors, the Philippine National Anthem, and the RTU March.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of our Creator. Agents of Colors.
Palit! Tulay na!
Bayang mahiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lubang hinirang, tuyang ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisingil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simul at sa langit mamagaw, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nabibigin, ang bituin na taraw na kailan pa may di matinig. Lupa ng araw na luwal at ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Suksok sa gisa! Simulan!
To serve our people, give the best of what we have, talent, skills, and strength. Over every honor back to God and country, to God and country. RTU, beloved RTU, will be forever true to the gold and blue. Forever true to the gold and blue. Every knowledge we have gained, every skill we learn, and the values that we form will be a treasure. We shall meet years from now, full of pride and joy. Where this school that nurture us to shape our future, to shape our future. RTU, beloved RTU, will be forever true to the gold and blue. Forever true to the gold and blue. RTU, beloved RTU.
You may now take your seats. Good afternoon. I am Paulo Gaspar.
And I am Macrina Vicente Junto, and we will be your host.
On behalf of the University Board of Regents, faculty, administration, and students, we welcome you to the investiture ceremony of Dr. Maria Eugenia Magaro Yangco, the third University President of the Rizal Technological University.
We would like to thank all of the distinguished guests for their presence and support to our university.
And without any further ado, may we now call on stage to impart her message. Honorable Alexandria P. Gonzalez, the representative of the Lone District of the City of Mandaluyong, to be read by Mr. Al C. Abainza, Head of the Public Information and Scholarship Unit from the Office of Congresswoman Alexandria P. Gonzalez.
Blessed good afternoon. At the outset, I would like to convey to you the apologies of Congresswoman Gonzalez. She's not able to be with us this afternoon as she is still recovering from a very sore throat as a result of the week-long graduation schedules she had last week. And on behalf of Congresswoman Gonzalez, allow me to read to you her message for this afternoon. There is an Italian proverb that says, "The right person comes at the right time." The occasion this afternoon proves this wisdom. At this moment, RTU passes on the mantle of leadership to its 5th president, Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco. Through the very act of an investiture, the rank, power, and authority of a university president is conferred upon her. Thus, after months of unease, if not uncertainty, the symbol of the presidency of the Rizal Technological University is passed on to its new leader, to one upon whose shoulders are pinned the twin tasks of continuing the improvements wrought in RTU and of pursuing new goals of excellence and governance. Dr. Yangco, your presidency comes at a unique juncture in the history of RTU. This year marks its golden anniversary as an institution of higher learning. From its humble beginnings as the Rizal Vocational School in 1969, to its becoming the Rizal Technological Colleges in 1978, and finally, as the Rizal Technological University in 1997, RTU went through so many challenges and changes that tested the mettle of its leaders. Such changes were all geared toward one single goal: to provide the best tertiary education to the youth in the fields of engineering, technology, and business and entrepreneurial technology. The march toward this goal led you to its ups and downs, to frustrations and uncertainty. Yet the vision stayed on, and today, each one here present reaps the rewards of the past. RTU's achievement by far is the fruit of the labors of your public servants, in the persons of the late Senate President Neptali A. Gonzalez, former Congressman and soon-to-be Congressman Neptali Boyet Gonzalez, and with all modesty, my own self, who sought to give RTU its proper place in our legislative and infrastructure program priorities. Together with every member of the board, of each faculty member, of the students themselves, and the leadership provided by past presidents, and by the one we are to formally install into office, we have all partnered in ushering RTU to what it is today. The past leadership of RTU presided over its period of birth, of shifts in directions, of changes in the status of the university. We, your humble servants in government, saw to it that such directions and changes are complemented by efforts in legislation and infrastructure development. And so we have gained so much. Today, Dr. Yangco will preside over a period where these developments in RTU stand not simply to be maintained, but to be pushed even further. Hers is the task of building gain upon gain, of sowing the seeds of discipline and fortitude, and of instilling a higher sense of adventure in our learning and scholarship, of gaining wisdom above knowledge. Her presidency comes at a time when developments in technology come at a blistering pace. It comes at a time when we all face the call to develop a generation of leaders in science, technology, and mathematics. People who are not simply content with what is popular or acceptable, but people who will think out of the box and come up with solutions to seemingly gargantuan problems rather than stay within everyone's comfort zone. Technology and technological developments demand from its advocates and practitioners the capacity to innovate, to present cutting-edge solutions, to be proactive in the development of technologies that will address social and economic problems brought about by an increasingly consumerist society. Consumerism creates demands for goods and services that, while improving the quality of living on the one hand, creates a host of problems that impact on the quality of life on the other. Consumerism has the tendency to generate wastes and byproducts that stretch the Earth's resources to its limits. We now need young men and women who will face these challenges and hopefully take a lead in meeting them head-on. For too long a time, we have become laggards in these areas, choosing instead to offer disciplines that cater to present demands of immediate employment and earning. But the times prove this to be inadequate. We now realize that in order to help our country achieve its dream of advancement, of earning its place in the global political and economic landscape, we have to produce a generation of thinkers and doers who will be able to situate themselves at the spearhead of technological and engineering innovations. The challenge facing RTU at this time is to train, equip, and prepare such leaders who will contribute their know-how and knowledge in advancing our country's development agenda. Dr. Yangco is an academician steeped in know-how on technology. I am sure that she will spare no effort in leading RTU as it seeks to live up to the challenges our times demand of us. I am confident that she can spearhead an end to mediocrity in instruction and student outputs. I am aware that the Board of Regents will be there to support her initiatives, and I am assuring her of my personal and official commitment to help our university scale loftier heights in higher learning. And finally, may I call on all officials, personnel, and faculty of the university to rally behind our president. Let us end any and all manner of rancor or ill will, because at the end of the day, what RTU will be is not the fault of one person alone, but the burden and fault of everyone. Bear in mind that all of you are here to serve not yourselves, not any official, not any personality, but those young men and women who chose RTU to be their training ground. Fail them not. On behalf then of the city's officials and constituents, it is my privilege to extend our sincerest congratulations to Dr. Maria Eugenia Yangco as she formally dons the mantle of leadership of RTU. Be assured that we, your public servants, will be here to support you and be your partner in building gain upon gain for the sake of our youth. A pleasant day to everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Abaiza, for that insightful message. Next, let us hear from Honorable Carmelita A. Avalos, the City Mayor of the City of Mandaluyong, to be represented by Brother Jimmy Isidro. Head of the Public Information Office.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Katulad po ni Mr. Abanza, ako po humihingi ng paumanhin in behalf of our City Mayor who also sick right now. Kaya po kanina kami umaga ang magkasama sa house-to-house campaign. And after this, pupunta ulit kami doon. At any rate, I want to read the message of the Mayor to you. I personally say that your institution nowadays has a solidly fluid academic excellence, a solid fluid that generates all aspects of governance and influence. The new RTU, serving as the boiling point of excellence, now becomes more open, gender sensitive, equally fulfilling, and efficiency led. For a simple reason that the new leadership has amazingly found ways how scholarly and effectively students were able to enjoy the freedom and liberty without compromising quality and excellence in education in the field they want to pursue. For this simple reason, while with the helm, the entire, if not all members of the academy, non-teaching personnel, and the rest of active human resource of this university have felt the dynamism and the refuge of a leadership core that will address the concern, sentiment, and further will put the right and welfare in good of human hands. RTU has now opened the door for a more dynamic, enriching, and holistic approach in education and installing knowledge among the hungry and thirsty mind of committed learners who continuously searching for the well of wisdom and success. It is not outstanding to recognize these unprecedented changes that took effect right after the designation of Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco as President, morphing to the challenge of the current times in short span of her dedicated administration upon conferment. RTU journeyed past a new, exciting and proactive episode addressing all concerns from the various sector of the stakeholder of this academy. Dear Dr. Yangco, our steadfast salutation and grandest recognition of your work beyond any commendable words you may imagine, people may extol you. And yes, allow me to affirm The fact your incumbency as president of the state university has provided dynamic changes and solid leadership in responsible performance in your mandate function. Let me quote, "A forward-looking administration, unbending commitment to quality education and uttering public service," close quote. As a shared commitment of your university and the city government of Mandaluyong under Honorable Mayor Carmelita Avalos, you are assured that our solid support and unbreakable promise to provide only the best education for your youth in the future generation will always be on top of our priority. We cannot say good luck, but we say, may the Lord bless you, and let the wisdom of God be upon you, and the face of His shine with you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Sir Isidro. Let us now call on the representative from the Philippine Association of State Universities and Colleges, the Vice Chairman for NCR, Dr. Jesus Rodrigo F. Torres, also the President of the Technological University of the Philippines and our former President. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon to everybody. We welcome President Maria Eugenia Yangco to the Assembly of Presidents of State Universities and Colleges in the country. Time is too fast. All of a sudden, on September 24, 2018, I was appointed President of the Technological University of the Philippines after having served the RTU for 41 years and as a student for 3 years. I have 3.5 years to go as President of PUP, and President Yangco has 3 years and 8 months to go, and the road she will travel will never be smooth, and I understand it too well. But we presidents are a chosen people. The four of us, your predecessors, Dr. Macaballo is there, had our own set of exquisitely painful challenges. There were concerted actions to bring us down. All four of us have been hounded by anonymous detractors, and you will too. But for us, quitting has never been a consideration. Sabi nga ni Barry Manilow, we made it through the rain. Presidents do not achieve anything by themselves. They can only do what they have done through other people. We only lead and set the direction. To do this, we have to look forward and not behind us. Presidents commit mistakes, and through mistakes we learn. And so are all the people who work with us. Presidents are all too human, and the people in the university are all too human. This fact should make us more understanding and tolerant of each other. This fact should make us realize that we have to work and support each other. Your president needs your support, and all the officials of the university also. That's the only way we can move forward and achieve our goals. And all the employees must also feel the care and support emanating from the top. Presidents know that teamwork is vital. With teamwork, we can make it through the rain. And now I will read the message of President Tirso Ronquillo, the President of the Philippine Association of State Universities and Colleges. On behalf of the PASO, I extend my warmest felicitations to Dr. Maria Eugenia Yangco as the third University President of the Rizal Technological University. It is my firm belief that her profound experience and accomplishments in the academy, as well as her moral courage to address the immense challenges that confront institutions of higher learning, can effectively motivate faculty, staff, and students to work passionately and unrelentingly for the complete realization of the vision of the institution in line with the goals of the national government. Dr. Yangco's expertise in the various facets of management, instructional leadership, research, technology, and innovations shall be instrumental in forwarding strategic initiatives that will definitely maximize the RTU's contributions towards developing competent and high-level human resources and generating knowledge and technologies needed for advancing the country's national development and competitiveness. I wish Dr. Yangco God's blessings in her stint as University President and more success for her and the entire institution. Congratulations and more power.
Thank you very much, Dr. Torres, for that very meaningful message. Before we move forward to the next salutation, allow me to recognize the presence of the retired professors of the university, headed by the President Emeritus, Dr. Jose Q. Macabalu. Next, let us hear from the President of the RTU Grand Alumni Association Incorporated, Honorable Mark Roy A. Buado.
My colleagues in the Board of Regents, guests, friends, fellow alumni, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed afternoon to everyone. On behalf of Rizal Technological University Grand Alumni Association, it is my honor to speak before you and render a salutation for a hardworking and dedicated person of progress, Dr. Eugenia Yangco, also known as Doc OG, the new university president. Allow me to begin with the Bible verse fitting for this day, and I quote, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." End of quote. From James chapter 1, verses 2 to 4. There is a woman I know who has been a product of so much testing, trials, and hardships in life. Despite of those difficulties, whenever I see her face, there is always joy, peace, and calmness. Grace as if no pressure, divine poise, despite everything. She is a woman whose faith was nurtured by difficulties, whose patience was nourished by pain, and whose maturity was harnessed by time. People may misunderstand her, but if you dig deeper and know her better, you will find her core embedded with dreams and aspirations for our university, the students, and the alumni. To Dr. Eugenia Yangco, Ma'am, as you are now challenged to walk in the water and accomplish somewhat impossible matters for this university, my prayer is that you will never forget that your past has honed your present and your future is to be rested in God. Again, the entire RTU alumni community extends our proud congratulations, and we want you to know that we are ever supportive to the dreams that you intend to have fruition in our dearest alma mater. Now that our university has continuously evolved, please allow me to share with you an excerpt from the novel No Limitang from, of course, our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. And he said, "The school is the base of our society. The school is the book where is written the future of a people. Show us the school and we will show you what kind of people there are." As we celebrate our golden year as an educational institution, let's continue to be the source of quality education in our community. For with quality education, we can enter the wide road of progress. Rest assured that the alumni community will be your forever partner in all your worthy endeavors. May this day be a fruitful to each and every one. To the faculty and employees of our beloved alma mater, be one in truthful public service. Be one in loving our alma mater. Be one in pushing the interests of the university above your own personal gain. And be one of us in supporting Dr. Yangco towards one RTU to greatness. Dr. Yangco, you're the one. Again, mabuhay po tayong lahat and congratulations.
Thank you, Honorable Mark Boazo, for that insightful message. May we now call on the President of the RTU Alliance of Faculty Clubs Incorporated to give his salutations to our President, Honorable Noel Hugo D. Binag. A round of applause, please.
To our guest of honors, Board of Regents, Vice President of RTU, ASAP, founders of the university, administrators, personnel, faculty, students, alumni and community members, family of our new president, good afternoon. It is a great honor for me to be standing here to celebrate the investiture of our very own new president of the Rizal Technological University, Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco, Madam. I believe that the way to the future may derive from honoring the past of our founders who have the goal of establishing a distinctive university that would define the future of education, engineering, technology, and research. Their vision, their work, and their successes led us on an upward trajectory to where we are today. Thus, I am looking forward to work with our new president to continue evolve and create opportunity for all. Our amazing ascent happened because of our people, our founders, and esteemed faculty, visionaries at the forefronts of their fields, our brilliant students and graduates who over the decades have reaped tremendous success. Our dedicated staff who run our daily operations, and our community supporters who have helped us to grow and transform into a true RTU jewel. With each passing year, each passing anniversary, we continue to diverse, and we do more than change with the times. We initiate the change, we envision the future, and we make it happen. As I witness our new president, Dr. Yangco, has been a great advocate of this vision since her early times in RTU as an employee, as a faculty, MIC director, research director, dean of the College of Engineering and Industrial Technology, chair of the KMPC Board of Directors, and president of the Alliance of Faculty Clubs Incorporated. Since then, she is always there fighting for the benefits and welfare not only for the faculty, but for all RTU employees, such as the Collective Negotiation Agreement, which we call CNA, which last March 29, 2019 board meeting was given go signal to commence negotiation between AFSI and the management, which the faculty have been waiting for. A change for RTU as her slogan during her campaign as improving the university system to avoid delay for the release of salaries, part-time pay, promotions, trainings, and proper financial management and leadership. With all this, the RTU employees, especially the faculty, are excited to experience at this time and in the future. Right now is a challenging time, one where we need to be more self-sufficient, where we need to think outside the box, where we need to take risks to move forward, where we need to look for opportunities where we see challenges, and we need to go back to our roots, to our founders' vision of an experimental campus to re-evaluate and redefine the future of education and research, and to ensure accessibility and affordability, create the best possible student experience, and to educate the next generation of scientists, artists, doctors, and engineers. Our students are the reason why we are here, the reason universities exist. We must make them as our priority. Also, we must provide our faculty with the resources they need to investigate and address global problems. We must ensure a collaborative environment where multidisciplinary work can flourish and advance our knowledge, where discoveries can be translated from idea to implementation. I'll share. Remember, Madam President, during the selection of new RTU presidents, which you won, we emphasize our present era, which is the fourth industrial revolution, that the RTU should fully embark to which is the era of discovery, the era of innovation, the era of opportunity. From this, I look forward to working with you to further our impact, to develop a shared vision to define the future of RTU. These goals will provide common threads to unite our campus and guide us as we contend with future fiscal challenges. We want to tap the talents and expertise of everyone on our campus and hear your perspective so we can identify shared goals. They will give us an opportunity to think about how we can individually, collectively contribute to this university and make it a better place. And they will help us to lead this campus to greater recognition and reputation. It's time that we come together as one campus to take RTU to the next level, to define our future and ensure opportunity for all. On behalf of the RTU faculty, we once again congratulate Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco and welcome you as our new president of the Rizal Technological University. Maraming salamat at mabuhay and God bless us all.
Thank you, Dr. Bina, for that empowering message. And to deliver his salutation from the administrative personnel and to represent Mr. John Patrick N. Ocol, please welcome Mr. Eduardo Villanueva.
Sa ating mga bisita at sa ating mga kasamang kawani sa Rizal Technological University at sa ating lahat, magandang hapon po. Sa ngalan po ng RTU, Association of Administrative Personnel, at ang aming Pangulo, si John Patrick Ocol, ay malugod namin binabati sa kanyang pagkakatalaga bilang bagong Pangulo ng RTU, si Dr. Maria Eugenia Magaro Yangco. Sa parehong pagkakataon ay maalab namin kayong tinatanggap, Doktora Yangco, sa hanay ng administrative personnel at umaasa kami sa iyong patuloy at maayos na nagkakaunawaan sa relasyon. Sa ngalan ninyo at ng RTU ASA. Sa mga naunang pagkakataon ng ating ugnayan, mula nang kayo ay maupong Pangulo ng RTU noong Nobyembre na nakaraang taon hanggang sa kalukuyan, kami ay natutuwa sa iyong bukas, patas, matuwid at naugnayan sa amin. Ibig namin matuloy ang maging progresibo ang ating ugnayan na may hangarin maging bukas, kumikilala sa mga hindi nakagawian sa universidad. Subalit, umiiral na ang mga pambansang pagkatakaran ukol sa ugnayang manggagawa at pamahalaan. Sa magtagumpay na ugnayan ng ating pagitan ay tagumpay ng kawani at ng RTU. Hangad namin ang tagumpay ng RTU sa iyong pamamahala. Muli, isang masaya at maalab na hapon sa ating lahat.
May we now call on the President of the RTU Supreme Student Council for his salutation to our President, Honorable Monje U. Raimundo.
Sa mga bisita, mga mahal na profesor, at matataas na personalidad ng RTU, isang magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Sasamantalahin ko na po yung pagkakataon ito. Bilang panimula po, ay hayaan niyo akong ibahagi sa inyo yung mga napagdaanan ko bilang student leader. Naging parte po ng buhay ko na pang-araw-araw kong buhay ang paglingkuran ng mga kapwa ko estudyante sa paaralang ito. Sa mura ko pong edad, namulat ako sa mga katiwalian at mga maling gawa sa paaralang ito. Mga mama at sir, magtatanda na po tayo. Ang paaralang ito ay hindi binuo upang gamitin at magkapirahan. Siguro naman po kilala niyo kung sino kayo. Sa aking pong panunungkulan bilang Pangulo ng Supreme Student Council, naatas po sa akin ang isang napakalaking responsibilidad at isang desisyon na hindi ko makakalimutan. Yun ay ang pagpili ng susunod na Pangulo. Sa panahon po ng eleksyon, kanya-kanyang siraan, kanya-kanyang pagbabatuhan ng mga putik at kung ano-ano pa. Ang ating mahal na Pangulo ngayon ay naging biktima din ng siraan at mga sinasabi ko nga po, kanya-kanyang turo-turo. Gayun pa man, sa maigling panahon po ng pagsasama namin, napatunayan naman po ng ating mahal na Presidente, Ma'am Yangco, na isa siyang maaari nating ituring na isang nanay. Isang nanay na handang makinig at handang umalalay sa kanyang mga anak. Sa ngalan po ng mga student leaders at mga kapwa ko estudyante sa RTU, congratulations po, Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco, kasama ng inyong mga bagong itinalagang official ng university ito. Naway gabayan kayo ng Panginoon sa inyong panunungkulan. Muli, isa pong magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Mr. Raimundo. To represent Honorable Prospero E. De Vera III for the presentation of the President, please welcome Director Rowena M. Daluso, Director 4 of NEDA.
Thank you. Good afternoon, faculty and officials of RTU. Good afternoon, President Torres, President Yangco, fellow board members, everyone. Even if the afternoon is dizzyingly hot, I still wish you good afternoon, because this is a very important day, not just for President Yangco, but to all of you. Because you don't only have a mother here, but a nanay. All right. So you must have noticed that in your invitation program, that very nicely printed program, which help a lot in trying to fend off the heat. As you can see, I'm wearing this one. It's hot and heavy, and I would like to trade places with any one of you here now, so you can wear this instead of me. But kidding aside, no, that invitation, nowhere there can you find my name. My name is Rowena Daluso, public servant. All right. So it's because Chair Adamat, I think he's also in the hospital. He did not talk to me, but somebody else from RTU called me yesterday. It was a Sunday, so that I can take over his role. And this afternoon, I realized that another bigger role was actually assigned to me. And that is to also take over the role of Chair Prospero de Vera, because the Chair early on apparently has requested Commissioner Adamat to pitch in for him. So I'm sorry if I would not know if I can fill in the shoes of the Commissioner and the Chair, but allow me in my capacity as a member of the board of RTU to do the honors in presenting your nanay. Alright? So they gave me a 4-page, shall I say, a treatise of the major accomplishments of President Yangco. This alone is a testament to how lucky you are to have a replacement, which is, I hope, medyo magkapantay naman kayo. Dr. Torres, pareho naman kayong doktor eh. Anyway, so let me try to read to you the educational attainment of Dr. Yangco and her accomplishments so far in her 33 years of service with RTU. She graduated from the University of Manila with a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering, which is actually one of the most difficult courses. So I learned from UP. Yun daw ang pinakamahirap na course. So she pursued her studies at the RTU thereafter, where she earned her Master of Arts degree in Industrial Technology in 1995, and her Doctor of Philosophy also in Technology Education in 2001. And to add up to this, she also earned an Executive Management Program at the Nanyang Polytechnic International School in Singapore in 2010, and a Management Development Program at the AIM. Right? Dr. Yangco, in so short a time, was appointed as OIC in 1989, at the former Computer Center, now known as the Management Information Center or MIC, where she has distinguished herself with major accomplishments such as the establishment of the Management Information System. And likewise, she also has to be credited for the upgrading of the internet connectivity in the campus. She also gained distinction as Subject Area Chairperson of the Graduate School for Master of Science in Information Technology from 2006 to 2011, where she spearheaded the design and development of the MISIT curriculum and the design and the development of a syllabi on MIST courses. She was also a research coordinator for the graduate school from 2004 to 2011, where she was credited for the establishment of the matrix of approved research studies of graduate school facilities, among others. Okay. I guess everybody also knows that she is a staunch environmentalist, such that she led the launching of the Clean and Green project of RTU. Another highlight of her career was when she was appointed Dean of the College of Engineering and Industrial Technology. Under her deanship, she was known for the strict implementation of the retention policy among students and the administration of departmental examinations to all general engineering subjects as well as qualifying examinations in board programs. Another major highlight in Dr. Yangco's professional life was when she was elected as Faculty Regent to the RTU Board of Regents. And under her stint as Board of Regents, she dutifully represented the faculty's concerns and issues. And I could attest to that because I was already sitting in the board then and also serving as chair of the Finance Committee. She actually pushed for the registration of the Association of Faculty Club to DOLE and CSC as employees union. In fact, she worked on the revision and referendum of the Constitution and bylaws of APSI. But on top of this all, there's actually more, but let me just briefly breeze through them by saying that Dr. Yangco was an active member, officer, and affiliate of various prestigious clubs and councils in RTU over the years, where she has also gained distinction in being member officer of these clubs and councils. Okay, she has also undertaken major researches and studies where she has earned several awards. It's quite plenty, so I will not mention them anymore. Suffice it to say that she is indeed a recognized researcher in her own right. She was also an author and co-author of several books, the most notable of them being the MIS Management Information Systems, Introduction to Computers, Creative Design, CS5, etc. She has other notable functions and the most recent of which is her function as advisor to 3 undergraduate theses that won the top 3 winners during the 3rd Student Research Conference held last April 2018. So I'll not mention them anymore. You can just Google it, by the way. And so let me end by highlighting the most notable accomplishment of Dr. Yangco. And guess what? It's being a mother to 2 sons and dedicated wife to his husband. Okay. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you your nanay, President Yangco. Thank you.
At this juncture, may we now invite Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco to center stage.
For the reading of the scroll, may we call on Mr. Al C. Abainza, Board Representative of the Congressman Regent, Honorable Paulo Everardo S. Javier, the Chairman of the House Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
Republic of the Philippines, Rizal Technological University. Resolution number 827, series of 2018. A resolution approving the appointment of Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco as the new president of the Rizal Technological University. Resolved, as it is hereby resolved, that the RTU Board of Regents hereby approves, after having elected through secret ballot from 4 qualified applicants to the presidency of RTU, hereby appoints Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco as the new president of Rizal Technological University, effective 16 November 2018 until 15 November 2022. Adopted the 16th day of November 2018. Signed, Honorable Lilian A. de las Llagas, Commissioner, Commission on Higher Education, and Chair-Designate for the RTU Board of Regents. Signed, Honorable Francis Joseph G. Escudero, Chairman, Senate Committee on Education, Arts, and Culture, represented by Honorable Edward G. Bartolome. Signed, Honorable Paulo Everardo S. Javier, Chairperson, Committee on Higher Education and Technical Education, House of Representatives, represented by Alci Abainza. Signed, Honorable Jose M. Patalinghu, Regional Director, Department of Science and Technology. Signed, Honorable Rowena M. Daluzong, Regional Director, National Economic and Development Authority. Signed, Honorable Danilo B. Carnay, Private Sector Representative. Signed, Honorable Noel G. Vicencio, Private Sector Representative. Signed, Honorable Noel Hugo Pina, President of the Faculty Clubs Incorporated. Signed by Honorable Monje U. Raimundo, President of the Supreme Student Council. Signed, Honorable Mark Roy Guado, President of the Grand Alumni Association Incorporated, and certified correct by Attorney Christian C. Kalingasan, University Board Secretary.
Magaro as they bring the academic gown to be worn by our President. The academic gown signifies the academic achievement and authority over a group of people and great responsibility considering varied groups of people with all equality and fairness. May I now call on Mr. Bernard Andre M. Yangco and Ijan Zalaika Santos to bring the hood. And the color of the institutional identity. Who will now be bringing the beret. The beret symbolizes intelligence and superiority and power bestowed on the user.
May we now call on Director Rowena M. Daluso for the presentation of the academic collar. The academic collar symbolizes the extraordinary achievement as president of the university. The RTU academic collar is designed with logos of the 6 colleges, namely College of Arts and Sciences, College of Business and Entrepreneurial Technologies, College of Engineering and Industrial Technology, College of Education, Graduate School, and Institute of Physical Education, and the RTU logo at the center. These are primary stakeholders and departments in frontline services that should be united, harmonized, and led by the President in her administration.
May we also request the Board of Regents to also have a photo op with our President, Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco. Another round of applause, please. May we request the Board of Regents and the President to please remain on stage. The presentation of the University Maze.
to deliver her inaugural address, let us all welcome once again Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco.
Good afternoon. Welcome to distinguished members of our Board of Regents and university officials, students, faculty and staff, colleagues, public officials, religious and business leaders, friends, and alumni. I stand before you today as the third university president and fifth president of this great academic institution with profound feelings of honor, humility, privilege, and joy. It is such a tremendous honor to follow in the footsteps of 4 previous presidents who have served before me, some of whom I know personally and have had the great opportunity to work with. I stand here as president of RTU on the shoulders of countless individuals who have nurtured, guided, and assisted me along my personal and professional journey. I must say that I had a strong support system in my family who have laid the foundation of my core values. Please allow me to give you my brief background. My father worked as a gardener and maintenance man, while my mother worked as a cook to a very rich family, living in a neighborhood of all rich families in Quezon City. My father used our situation as a perfect example of how it is to be on opposite ends of the social echelon, and this is where he would instill in us the family core values of education, hard work, responsibility, integrity, and respect for others, which I have faithfully carried throughout my life. I also stand on the shoulders of my immediate family, my mother, Conchita, my husband, Odilon, who are my strongest supporters and critics. Our sons, Bernard Andre and David Carlo, my daughter-in-law, Bernadine, who is not here with us because she just gave birth to a very pretty baby girl last March 30, and my granddaughters, who, one is here with us, Ichan Zuleika, and the newly born is Beatriz Alexandra. They all bring balance to my professional and personal life. The other shoulders upon which I stand include my many good friends and colleagues whom I have met through my educational, professional, community, religious, and personal activities. I would like to make special mention of my family in Couples for Christ Foundation for Family and Life, who have been with me and my family for the past 30 years. It is in this community where I learned to be prayerful and generous in sharing my time, talent, and treasures. To the RTU community, may I express my heartfelt gratitude not only for your warm welcome since the day I took office as president, but most especially for your ongoing support, dedication, and commitment in exerting every effort within your capacity for the advancement of RTU's excellence and distinction as an institution and regional influence as well. Without the slightest hesitation, I can confidently say that RTU is among the best, if not the best dynamic state university in Metro Manila. Being so, RTU must continue to maintain, or better still advance from this level. As I now face the rest of the year of my term as president, I enjoin each and every one of you here present to forget our personal interests and work together as a team as we confront the challenges that are looming before us. We must use the available resources that we have at present and hopefully have in hand in the near future and meet these challenges head-on, threading through new territories and making lasting contributions as we address the critical issues we are faced with now and in the future. During my presidential campaign, I have always stated that my mission in running for RTU president is to deliver highly technology-enriched, curricular, experiential, community outreach, and research programs. My very clear vision is seeing RTU as a notable university where curricular and extension programs and its research agenda are aligned with the changes in technology. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to focus on the core values that I strongly desire to put the most emphasis on during my term. These core values are consistency, honesty, accountability, notability, good governance, and empowerment or change. I would like to emphasize that these core values are in parallel direction to the core values from the past administrations, and are not in any way meant to replace them. If we can make significant progress with the core values of change, there is no doubt that we can set the standard for what it means to be a distinguished university that is known to offer a wide array of subjects in technology and likewise known to be producing graduates who would be more top-notchers in their fields and are the cream of the crop. We can attain consistency by providing academic programs that are aligned with the mission of the university and operate with reliable and dependable policies in both academic and administrative areas. Honesty can be achieved by reinforcing the institution's commitment to maintain integrity in all academic and administrative activities by implementing conscientious and highest ethical standards in all responsibilities entrusted to us. Hence, we can have accountability. We can maintain notability if we will continue to commit excellence in the field of research, science, engineering and technology, business, arts, education, and other fields of specialization. As for good governance, we can be responsive to the present and future needs of the organization through efficient policy setting and decision making. And lastly, we have to promote a relationship-centered community through open communication and involvement in all activities of the university in order to achieve empowerment. As I stand before you today, allow me to enumerate what we can all achieve with your help and utmost cooperation. Our students will be technologically engaged in academic activities. Technology can make students be active participants in the learning process, engage in problem solving, mastery learning, and conversation. It is effective for them to have control to make things happen while experimenting with variations. In order for the students to learn the use of new technologies, faculty members are encouraged to attend technology trainings and seminars with the organized and effective staff development plan that was formed to give fair and equal opportunities to both faculties and employees for trainings and seminars. It is imperative that the staff development plan shall be regularly and strictly monitored and evaluated. There will be diversity in students' learning needs. We are all aware that students in RTU come from a diverse backgrounds, obstacles, and environments, in which case all faculty and employees should be sensitive to such diversity. The faculty should be encouraged to do small adjustments that can help ensure that the university and each classroom are as inclusive as possible. Students will be made to understand that what matters most is their academic performance, self-esteem, and discipline inside the campus. All students, as long as they act to be respectable, will be given due respect and will not be made to feel uncomfortable as minority members of this university. This is a simple yet significant step to achieve an inclusive school environment. We will promote and encourage research studies on science, technology, and engineering. The RTU University Code states that the university shall primarily provide highly professional, scientific, technological, and special instructions in the fields of engineering and technology, education, business and entrepreneurial technology, as well as the arts and sciences. It shall promote research, extension services, production, and advanced studies in its areas of specialization. There should be the focus of our university, since science and technology researches and education lead to innovation for economic development, good paying jobs, and revenue to support additional research. We will provide technology-focused community services. RTU, through its extension and community outreach programs, will create a new kind of collaboration between students and teachers through technology-focused service learning. Service learning activities will let students and teachers serve their communities within the framework of our curriculum. Taking part in service learning programs will give students the skills they need to become leaders in their communities. The said program will also enable students to provide technical support for their school. There will be internationalization of both faculty and students. I am confident that through internationalization of faculty and students with other countries, RTU faculty and students will have the ability to respect and value other cultures. This is not only imperative to educational systems around the world, but to producing globally minded citizens, preparing them to work in international contexts and creating a more democratic society. There will be a valued bond and relationship with alumni and retirees. RTU alumni and retirees are encouraged to interact with the university through networking, feedback, advocacy, and volunteerism. All this may be facilitated through the Alumni Office and the Association of Retired Employees. Our alumni and retirees have a great role in our university, and this is to help advance our university. They are clear manifestation of how well we did in developing their whole being. There will be efficiency and effectiveness in workforce management. In order to achieve this, RTU will empower and communicate. Empowering employees is an important element to increase efficiency. A more effective approach is to assign responsibilities and to provide appropriate support to employees who are capable and can be trusted in their ability to perform. RTU will also have to set goals. Employees cannot be expected to be efficient if the goals of the university are not clearly explained. Such confusion can lead to less productive employees, thereby producing less output. RTU leaders will make sure that employee assignments are clear and properly defined to produce the expected output. Such output will impact the success of the goals set by the university. RTU has to utilize technology. Through the use of technology, the administration should focus on employees' core competencies. This should encourage employees to become punctual, hardworking, and dedicated to their work, resulting in efficiency improvements. We will have improved financial resources. RTU should develop mission-driven resource allocation, planning, and fiscal management practices that ensure financial viability, enable faculty and staff participation in decision-making, generate diversified revenue streams, and address facilities, technology, and other infrastructure needs, which will be reported to the Board of Regents before the first quarter of each calendar year. There will be security, peace, and development. Good governance is undoubtedly the key to development of a university. Understanding and mitigating the multifold and interrelated causes of conflict among students and employees will result to a culture of security, peace, and development. Many times I was part of the audience listening to someone on the rostrum delivering his or her speech and waiting for that most awaited part, when the speaker finally turns the last page. Before I turn to the last page, let me end with this. A few days after I was finally proclaimed as the new president, I was asked what I envision our university will be when my term ends. It made me pause and think, and I can't help but remember a poem by an Indian poet, Rabindranath Tagore. He may have written it so many decades ago, but the poem was in many ways a hopeful prayer that was longing for an ideal answer. Part of the poem goes, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the mind is led forward into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, let me awake. Wouldn't you agree that most of what Tagore wished for already exists here and now at our great university? Our present goal is to expand the sphere of our impact, to be both inclusive and expansive as we move forward toward a bright and more perfect horizon. Together, let us work hand in hand and continue to shine the light of knowledge in all directions. And let us affirm our love and loyalty for RTU. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
A round of applause to our University President, Dr. Maria Eugenia M. Yangco. Please remain standing as we all together sing the RTU hymn.
Service and service. reach across the skies and reach for the stars.
The exit of colors.
Gilid. Good! Kulay na! Talon! Oh! Punot sa piso!
May we ask everyone inside this hall to please remain for an organized photo opportunity with our Board of Regents and our University President. Our Vice Presidents and our current university officials.
Wait lang. Other faculty members po, after nito. Last na po.
Next, we will have the friends of our president. And thank you for your patience.
Bakit ako?